Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and 2 videos in a row. Yeah, I know, it's shocking, isn't it? If I forget to put in that sound effect, it's going to be really weird with that long pause right there, but either way, we are in Celadon City, and we are heading to the next gym already. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna be flying through these things, because we do have access to most of them. The first 4, really, I think. Yeah, pretty much. And then we have to do one little thing, and then we can gain access to the other 4. Or maybe... Actually, I think we have access to 5 of them right now, after a little bit of traveling here and there. So we have access to 5, and then we do a little side quest thing, and then we have access to the last 3, and then that'll be it. Okay, so here we have some twins, however, double battles were not yet introduced. That was until Gen 3. Also, Houndour has been leveled up a lot, which is very good, because this is a grass-type gym, and, well, it's his specialty. So he's getting use as soon as he was caught, which is very nice. He is really low-leveled compared to the rest of the team. I think the rest of the team is like in the low to mid-40s. But I mean, you can see here, Vileplume level 35, they had a Victory Bell level 35, Houndoom's level 37. So he's pretty much right at home here. Really, my only complaint at the moment is that he does not yet have access to Flamethrower, which would be just great, but he doesn't have that quite yet. But we will get that soon enough. I didn't really get too much of a chance to talk about Houndoom. Houndoom has a really high attack and special attack stat, and also respectable speed as well. His defenses aren't the best, but I mean, when he's going really fast, and striking everything down with his really high special attack, you really don't need as much defense, because, well, if he had access to Flamethrower, this would be less of a problem. But, I mean, he's gonna be knocking things out in one hit, especially when he's super effective against them. So he really doesn't have to worry about getting hit. Right now he kind of does, because again, he does not yet have Flamethrower, but as soon as he gets that, he will be all good. Another good thing with his typing is that... excuse me. His typing hits a lot of different, Pokemon types super effectively, which is very nice. As well as both Fire and Dark are special types in this game, so that's really good. His special attack is slightly higher than his attack by like 5 points. I think it's 105 special attack to 100 attack. So, I mean, it's really good. Even if he was using physical attacks, he would be doing pretty well, but he gets stabbed on his special attacks that has slightly higher base power, which is just overall good. I am currently looking up Houndoom's stats to see if I'm correct about that. Oh darn, actually I was kind of way off. It's 110 special attack, which is really good. And then only 90 attack, so I was slightly off on that. And then pretty good special defense at 80, kind of meh HP at 75. Defense is where he falls short with only 50, so you really don't want to get him... You really don't want him to be hit by ground, rock, or fighting, especially because that'll just destroy him immediately. But then also 95 speed, which is also really good. And I mean, he's just a really good mixed attacker type Pokemon. If only his defense weren't so low, or if his typing didn't allow so many weaknesses, he would be a really good Pokemon. Maybe if he had a better ability as well. I mean, Flash Fire is alright, but I mean, not many people are going to be using a Fire-type attack on a Fire-type Pokemon, unless you predict and switch into it, or something like that. But I mean, Houndoom is really good. Later on, he gets access to Sucker Punch, which is a really good priority-type move. So yeah, just really great Pokemon, and his design is really cool too. I just really like Houndoom. I really wish I could have used him in the last Let's Play, but I just decided not to because, like, he was so late in the game. Like, I was planning on having my team done by the end of Johto, and that didn't kind of happen. I mean, I switched a couple team members out. Like, I remember I got rid of Umbreon for Scizor instead, and I think there was one other one. I added in a Dragonite really late, but other than that, I really don't remember my team from the last Let's Play. Like, okay, let me see if I can remember, actually. For Alligator, Magneton, Crobat, Dragonite, Umbreon earlier, and then Scizor replaced it. I don't think I used an evolution. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Oh yeah, Hypno. Hypno was the 6th one, and I'm pretty sure Umbreon was the only one that I switched out with Scizor later on, so yeah. I can remember, nice. Yeah, alright then. But yeah, this time I'm using Houndoom. Decided to go really late to get a team member, and it's really paying off. I'm really liking Houndoom. I just wish you could get him in Johto. I don't get why they don't let you get him in Johto. I mean, he's a Johto Pokemon. I don't get it. Oh well, we still have him. He is being awesome. I just really, really like Houndoom. So after talking about Houndoom for 5 minutes, actually, one last thing, I did try to use Houndoom competitively in a VGC team, and he's pretty powerful, but he has way too many weaknesses, in my opinion, especially to the common spread moves like Earthquake and Rock Slide, and also to the priority moves that are Mach Punch and Vacuum Wave, although barely anybody runs Vacuum Wave. Just too many weaknesses, really. Anyways, this gym battle, we are fighting against Erica. She had a Vileplume, I believe, a Victory Bell, and now a Bellossom. Bellossom is really not anything to worry about whatsoever. What exactly am I doing and why? How much damage did I do last time? Oh, okay, would have survived anyways. Okay, now I'm up to speed. Yeah, I had to heal because I wouldn't have been able to kill the Vileplume with another Ember, but because Houndoom resists the, Solar Beam, he was able to survive, although he wouldn't have survived if I didn't heal him. Petal Dance is kind of the grass type's outrage. It's kind of weird and barely anybody uses it, but I mean, it's kind of interesting. Really powerful physical attack, or at least it's physical in later games. It's special in this one because grass type is special. After 2 to 3 turns, it will leave the user confused, but Bellossom didn't have a chance to become that, because after a few more Embers, it went down. Actually, no, I don't think she had a Vileplume. I think she had a Tangela. Okay, and then Jumpluff. Grass Flying type, really kind of bad. It gets better later on when it gets Chlorophyll, and then it can launch super fast Sleep Powders or whatever. Also a Burn, that's pretty nice. Leech Seed is really only annoying at best. It'll do some damage to Houndoom, and heal up the Jumpluff for the same amount, or the same percentage, I think, is how it's based on. It does like 12% damage to Houndoom and heals up 12% of Jumpluff, but I mean, it was burnt, so the burn would have just taken care of whatever health it healed up, but even so, it didn't get a chance to heal up that turn, because that's how Leech Seed works. It doesn't work on the turn that it's used, at least in these older games. I'm pretty sure in the newer games it does. But yeah, for whatever reason, a lot of the Kanto gym leaders don't give you TMs when you beat them. But Erica does. She's a nice lady. She gives you Giga Drain, I believe. Yeah, spurs you to do better, and we will never meet you again. Okay, so there we go. We got the Giga Drain TM. We got yet another, gym badge that makes 11. We've been in the double digits, actually. Yeah, it is Giga Drain. And you might think that I was going to teach that to Meganium. Well, no, I'm thinking about it. Ariados or Zatsu could use it as well. Excuse me. But I think I'm gonna give it to Ariados. I'm really not entirely sure, to be honest. I mean, I think I ended up going with it because Meganium already has Razor Leaf, which is a pretty good grass-type move. And currently, Ariados' best move is Nightshade. So, and that only does, like, 45 damage or whatever his level is. So, I mean, it would be good to have some other type of move that he could possibly use. But I mean, honestly, Ariados is getting kind of shafted, I guess I'll say. Like, he's not being used as much, just because, at least in this game, his move pool is not the greatest. At all. I mean, Nightshade is his best attack, which is really no good, other than for catching Pokemon that have that amount of HP or more, whatever his level is. But I mean, this is Kanto, and a lot of the Pokemon are lower leveled, so not too many of them have that amount of HP. And even then, hi, could I stop talking to myself, honestly? Well, I'm a Let's Player, that's what I generally do for 15 minutes a day. But anyways, what was my train of thought? But yeah, really, Ariados only has access to Nightshade, which is kind of bad. I didn't really think of that when I chose him as a team member. I just really wanted an early team member, so I didn't have to wait until, like, past the 5th gym to get any team members like I did the last time. As well as I also wanted to use at least one bug type, because in the past I gave bug type Pokemon a lot of crap, but I've been using them more and more since then, and I've been alright with them. They are pretty good. Their super effectiveness against psychic types are really good, as well as dark. It's just some pretty good coverage, although they don't have the best moves yet. I mean, there's Mega Horn, but pretty much only Heracross learns that at like level 54 or something like that. So it's gonna be a while before we really get a good bug-type Pokemon with us. But yeah, Ariados really isn't going to be doing anything anymore, for the most part. We'll still see him a couple times, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, he can Nightshade, but even Xatu already has Nightshade as well, and it also has access to Psychic, which is really good. Or maybe not yet, but it will gain access to Psychic soon enough. And this gym is completely empty. That's just great. Well then, looks like we have to go find the gym leader or something. And if the audio would catch up, or I'd start a new file or whatever, so the audio would stop getting out of sync, that'd be great. You can only really notice it when the screen transitions to a new area or something like that. Okay, so go around here. We don't have to go into a stranger's house and go through the hole in their wall. That's good. I wonder if they ever got that fixed. They probably did. Okay, go ahead, cut another bush. Apparently we are not going to go ahead and go do the next gym leader yet. Instead, we are going to be heading to the power plant. Because I'm not entirely sure on the, order of events. But, I mean, power plants we have to do eventually, and I'm pretty sure that's next. It's one of those side quests that I was talking about, and it is actually needed to complete Kanto, so we're gonna head over to the power plant right now. Also, Houndoom getting even more use. This is just the Houndoom episode. It's the Houndoom of everybody trying to face me. Yes. Horrible pun is horrible, with little thought put into it. Like most puns. But you know, whatever. So, Raichu actually tanking hits. I really, really wish that Houndoom had Flamethrower right now, because he is always just barely fainting the enemy's Pokemon. And I always have to use one more attack. If he had Flamethrower, that's like double the power of Ember, and we wouldn't have to worry about that. But he doesn't learn Flamethrower for another couple levels. I'm pretty sure he's really close. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I'm still kind of sick. My throat is getting kind of raspy. I don't think I have any... No, crap, I don't have any water with me. Well, darn it, we're just gonna have to go through with it. But at least it isn't that bad. It's not Mega Man X, that's for sure. Dear God. That was awful. I'm probably gonna end up replaying that game next. It's a heck of a lot shorter. I might do 1 or 2 projects before that, just because I don't like to do a re-let's play after a re-let's play. I'd like to do some new stuff in between each one. Although then again, I did a heck of a lot of new stuff in between Metroid Zero Mission and Pokemon Crystal. I think I did like 5 projects in between those two. I really don't know. I've lost track of what projects went where in the Mateo Gaming Group timeline, quote unquote. Let me go ahead and check that out real quick, because I mean, it's just a battle. Oh hey, Ariados is actually getting some use. Funny, I just finished making fun of you in a way, Ariados. But I mean, meh. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, Metroid Zero Mission was in between 18 and 19. In After Zero Mission, I did Partners in Time 1, Frogger Adventure 2, Crash Bandicoot 3, Banjo-Kazooie 4, Pokemon Savvy Islands 5, Spyro 3, 6, Earthbound 7,